Weakness to warrior mindset. How to improve your life that 1% every day. I'm sure you've heard that phrase, just improve your life 1% each and every day. Well, the question is, what does that mean and how do you achieve that? Well, I'm going to lay all that out in this video right here. What it actually means to you. Well, it means there are certain areas in your life where you feel that you can improve on, whether that be fitness, your business, your relationship, anything in life, anything across the board where you think you can improve just a little bit. And it just takes small corrective actions that allow you to do that. For example, for myself, with the harmonica, I want to improve this and my ability over time, 1%. So I focus on one certain area, like the bends. I can't bend that very well, so I practice every single day on improving my ability to bend. You may have a certain area in your life. You have to look across your life as a whole and write down certain areas on a piece of paper and say, this is where I believe I need to improve my life. And then you just focus in on one area of your life where you can constantly and consistently improve that area of your life. It could be physical fitness. If it's physical fitness for you, there are very few easy steps to take. The first step that you can take, which you can apply directly, is look at what you're eating. Simple. Is it whole foods? Is it pre-processed foods? Is it fast foods? Of those three, which do you think would be the best for you? When you find that answer, you apply that to your life. The best answer is whole single ingredient foods. What happens when you do this? Well, what happens is you start to shift your mind. You start to shift your mind from eating for pleasure and eating for health and for fuel. There's a difference between pleasure and fuel. The pleasure gives you freaking dopamine hits. And then your system's always searching for that dopamine hit every time you eat something. It creates the pleasure in the brain, which in turn turns to eating more of that food. And in eating more of that food, you start to gain weight. Now, when you flip the switch in your head and you start to think purposely that I'm only eating for fuel and for health, then those meals become much more purposeful. Every time there's a certain occasion in America, it's all based around food. And usually it's not very good food. It's like the Bubba burgers and the hot dogs and the potato salad and the macaroni salad. Now, there's nothing wrong with those in some people's opinion. But if you start to eat that almost weekly, monthly, and that's like your whole diet, you're not getting very much nutrition out of it. You're not giving your body the right fuel, and it will perform badly. You will be in bad moods, your hormones will be off, your digestion will be off, your gut biome will be off, and you'll start to be in bad moods. Your freaking hormones will swing, you'll start to gain weight, and then over time, it's going to come to the point where you're like, what happened? How did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Well, you didn't really focus on the nutrition as you should. And it's a very simple, easy fix. By eating whole foods, exercise the willpower muscle that you have. Instead of stopping off at the chain restaurants or the Burger Kings, go to your local store and get whole foods. Chicken breasts, 93.7 beef, ground turkey, potatoes, sweet potatoes, mixed vegetables, fruit. Make those the staple of your diet. And you will see in a week how much better you feel as a person. And then you can start zeroing in on that 1% improvement. And it just takes small little actions. You get one win here, you stack that next small win on top of that other small win. And soon enough, you're going to have a laundry list of small wins that add up to big wins. And you celebrate those small wins. Not by going out to eat big lavish meals and things of that nature. Because the restaurant food is just littered with calories. Another small win and another way you can get 1% better is if you do go out to restaurants, you look at the healthy choices of the menus. Or if there's no healthy choices, you just only eat certain parts of the meal. Like before I went on this journey, when I would go out to a reputable hamburger joint, right? I would make sure that they were hand pattied. That way I knew that they weren't pre-processed foods. And when the frickin' meal came to me, I would tear the frickin' top bun off and just eat half the bun and half of certain things. I wouldn't order the frickin' French fries, or if I did, I had to make sure that they were sweet potato French fries, and I would only eat half of them. It's these small little choices that you make that add up, that guarantee you that 1% improvement over your life or over the course of the time. Why is this important to you? It should be important to you because it's your life. And I want you, through this knowledge, to be able to apply the things that I'm passionate about to help you better yourself over the course of your life, over the course of the week, over the course of the next day. Again, they are just simple little tacks, simple little tricks. If you drink coffee, 1% better would be don't order as much of the stuff on your Frappuccino. Those things are like 500 calories. And they add up quick. You drink freaking seven of those a week. That's 3,500 calories. That's a pound. You do that for 52 weeks. That's 52 pounds of unnecessary weight that you have gained. And then at the end of the year, we all make these resolutions. New year, new me. What that does is it makes you procrastinate. Oh, I'll start next week, or I'll start Monday. That's another 1% way that you can improve your life. By setting a goal and doing it in a timely manner. So say, I want to lose 5 pounds. Great. Start immediately. Start deconstructing your life, the areas in which you want to improve, and see what's holding you back from that 1% improvement. Piece of paper, notepad, and a pencil. Write down this goal. I want to do X in a certain amount of time. And then start immediately. There's going to be no right time. The right time is always now. The longer you put it off, the harder it's going to be. With these tips and tricks, I can get you to where you want physically, physique-wise. That's why I designed this channel and I started this channel. Not because I was in the best condition, because I had started my journey. And my journey has led me to my physical physique right now. It's not perfect. I get it 1% better each and every day. And how do I do that? The same way that you can do that. By going to the gym. By getting 10,000 steps in. By looking at what you're eating. Keeping commitments to yourself. Being consistent. Doing things when it's hard. Especially when your friends are there. And say, come on man, let's go out and drink. You have to say no. My health is more important than my friendships. I can get new friends. You do not get another second chance at life. Or another body. You just can't swap it out like a shirt. So that's what it means to get 1% better each and every day. It's the small wins. It's keeping the commitments to yourself. It's looking at your life and saying, this is an area where I'm lacking that I want to improve on. And then taking proactive steps by doing research, setting goals, accomplishing them goals, and then moving forward. So this channel, Weakness to Warrior Mindset, is focused on getting people to become the best versions of themselves. Not only for themselves, but for their family and their loved ones. And I will do everything I can to ensure that I'm spreading the right message and the right tips and tricks to allow you to get to that point in your life. And one way, the easiest way, and something you can start now, is to get on your path from weakness to warrior mindset. Now let's end this with a jam.